Hey guys, Sweetie here with a new CSR2 video. In today's video, we are going to take a look at Cincinnati, Ohio, the latest event to come to CSR2, as well as the most recent installment in the American Road Trip Route 50 Expedition series. So this, just like Pueblo, Colorado, is the ending event in this leg, being that you have to upgrade your two recent prize cars in order to get past this and get a car from Showdown and upgrade that as well. Lock it in, and you win the prize car in this event, being the Chevrolet Tin-Built Customs El Camino. So, to sum things up, this is a 4+1 event, and what I mean by that is that 4 of the cars are already in the game they can win, and the 5th one is obtainable in Showdown, which we'll get into later. But starting with Lock-in 1, Lock-in 1 is the most universal of all the lock-ins, and you are definitely going to have a car eligible of some kind. So, the general rule is, of course, always lock in the car you have the most upgraded. And their lock-ins include the Ford Mustang Shelby GT500, 2024 Shelby Super Snake, Saleen S7 Twin Turbo, Lamborghini Temerario, Ford Roush Stage 3 Mustang, the Ford Mustang RTR Spec 3, Nissan LB Super Silhouette Silvia S15, and the Saleen S1. So these are the lock-ins for Lock-in 1. Moving on to Lock-in 2, you have a choice on what to lock in. Either the Chevrolet Roadster Shop Camaro Road Rage or the Chevrolet Eddie's Rod & Custom Corvette C2 XP63. Now, each car has its own pros and cons, which I'll go over briefly. And starting with the Roadster Shop Camaro Road Rage, this car was a previous Flash event car. It hasn't come back in a very long time, to my knowledge. So if you get this car, it could be in a paid bundle. If you were to pay to get the car outright, you are going to get the Road Rage. That car is a okay life racer, to my knowledge. I just don't like the way it drives because it has a needle stick tune when you drive it that way. So I don't like cars that have a needle stick. So as a result, I would say this car is okay in life races, but could be better. But all out, it's a pretty fast car, the Road Rage. And that's what I have to say about that car. Let's move on to the other car, being the Eddie's Rod & Custom Corvette C2 XP63. This was a former prize car in one of the previous American road trips in the, I think the third one, with the Corvette 06 and the Corvette ZR1. This was the prize car for that, and it has made its way back in Shift Spin Rush Hour Roulette, and will be coming back to Shift Spin again, but this time for gold when this event starts. So all things said, this is a life race car as well. It's pretty good life racing, and I will say it's much nicer to drive than the Roadster Shop Camaro Road Rage. Now, I haven't used mine too much, but for my limited time of it, I will say it's a much nicer car to drive than the Road Rage. So, I will also note that both of these cars are Purple Star cars, so upgrading them could be a bit painful because you might need to open some hate crates or rely on race pass universals if you're going to get stage 6s for these cars. And moving on to Lock-ins 3, 4, and 5, these cars are all interchangeable. Starting with the first one you could have gotten, I believe this was in Dodge City, the Gap Industries Corvette C3. Now, I have no idea if this is going to be a good life racer or not because I didn't complete the event for this car, so we'll leave that up in the air. And the next car you could have gotten would be the Red Rights by Troy Roadster Fenderless that's ongoing in Kansas City and will be ending as soon as Cincinnati, Ohio begins. Again, I have no idea if this is going to be a good life racer or not, but this is a Ford, so it will be easier to upgrade than other cars in this, so that's something going for it. And the last car that you will be able to get, which is made by Chevrolet, it's the lower level garage Apache Buck Killer, which will be the Showdown prize car. And speaking of Showdown, let's hop over and briefly discuss the best car. And the best car that you can use in this would be the Purple Star Ford Mustang Shelby GT500, followed very closely by its Gold Star counterpart. Now, if you're like me and you have that car but it's not in a good state, I would say wait it out a few days and you might be able to get to the prize car no problem. But in the worst case scenario, you might have to use a different car. Like me, I might have to use my Newing L2 RXR, which isn't very competitive, and neither are the other options. In fact, the only real good car in this would be, again, the Shelby GT500. So be aware of that. So what do I have to say about this event? Honestly, not much, because this is just like Pueblo, Colorado, where it's going to test your mettle and have you upgrade all your recent prize cars. But I will also add that this event could be a waste of your Chevrolet parts, because in lock-in 1, you might be able to get away with it because none of the cars are made by Chevrolet, so you can lock in anything else. But lock-in 2, both cars are made by Chevrolet, the Roadster Shop Camaro Road Rage and the Eddie's Rod and Custom Corvette C2 XP63. And moving on, the Gap Industries Corvette C3 is made by Chevrolet, and the lower level garage Apache Buck Killer is also made by Chevrolet. So you're looking at 3 Tier 5 cars made by Chevrolet, and it could be quite a waste of your parts. I'm not saying Chevrolet parts are impossible to get, because you get a lot of Camaros and Corvettes out of rare imports, so chances are you could strip those for parts. But because Chevrolet is not like Ford, Nissan, not Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin, with purchasable cars in the dealership, it can be a bit challenging to get those parts. My easiest recommendation to get parts for Chevrolet would be to switch to a Gold Star Chevrolet and use your bronze keys from there. But of course, that just covers fusion parts. When it comes to Stage 6 parts, you could also be at a bit of a problem, because you will need Stage 6s for the Red Rights by Troy Roadster Fenderless, the Gap Industries Corvette C3, and the lower level garage Apache Buck Killer. And don't forget, lock-in 2, you will need to upgrade either the Roadster Shop Camaro Road Rage or Eddie's Rod and Custom Corvette C2 XP63. And if we're looking at the recent trend of events, chances are these cars will all have paid crates involved. So it could be quite challenging to get Stage 6s. You might have to spend a bit of money. But that's all I have to say about this event. It's, of course, made to make money off you, but this event is more demanding than, I would say, Pueblo, Colorado. To me, Pueblo, Colorado didn't seem too difficult, but this one definitely is, because you're going to be short on Chevrolet parts, and you will have to get Stage 6s for the lock-ins starting with 2, 3, 4, and 5. So with that wraps up what I have to say about Cincinnati, Ohio. If this video is any help to you, do consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing to my channel, because all of these things really help me out. And I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. With that all said and done, thank you so much for watching. Take very good care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video.